Okay.
I should turn off my hacker interface now that
getting this show on the road.
Wait, splash.
Shit. You're right.
1 second.
Oh.
What happened?
1 second.
Turn off practice codes.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, that would be horrid. Oh, I'm forgetting how to do that now.
Just config enable cheats
Oh,
off.
need to contact Geno
Enable
quick.
everything.
He has Discord playing.
Off.
Geno. Geno did a reset. Okay. It's not Geno. It sounds like Splash's game, actually. Yeah, you're all good, Splash. Don't worry. Everything lining up, Rocket? Just give us one moment, everyone. Once Rocket gives me the go-ahead, you'll hear me probably talk for about 2 hours straight. But for everyone tuning in, this is the Super Mario Sunshine 2v2 Lockout Bingo. My name's Commander. This is actually now my second anniversary of doing Midwest V Fest stuff. I started in 2018, and we're here doing some bingo. I'm not actually playing. I think this is actually like one of the first times where we've came up with a run to where I'm not actually doing anything besides I'll talk through all of this. But this is Super Mario Sunshine. If you don't know what this game is, welcome. Voice and Geno's Twitch stream. Awesome. Rocket will give me a ping and I will make sure the runners are ready. But to introduce the runners, on the left side we have Splash, who is a really awesome streamer. We have Toburr, who is probably the most experienced in SMS. He currently holds the world record for Super Mario Sunshine reverse level order. And then on the right side, we have a pair that you wouldn't expect to run Sunshine. GenoKirby and TheeOnlyJuan are top Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness runners. Geno is currently the Pokemon Coliseum 100% world record holder, and Juan is currently the Pokemon Coliseum No Snags world record holder. And they're doing bingo. This card, as you can see, I went through an hour of cards last night to find this one just for you all. It's going to be an awesome card. We'll talk about it once things go on. Okay. And we're just waiting for Rocket to give me the go-ahead, unless he's already given me the go-ahead. And
All right. Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
awesome. I'm going to make sure all 4 of the runners are ready. And we will give a countdown and launch into this. I'm very excited. A lot of really close. They've been practicing. All 4 runners have been practicing for about the past month now. And there's been many races where it came down to less than 10 seconds. Like, there was one last night where Geno clicked the goal 2 seconds after Toburr clicked the goal. So, and we have all 4 people are ready. Okay, so I hope you all are excited in the chat. We're going to begin this SMS bingo in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay. You'll see the runners start probably pretty soon here. I don't know how stream delay is, and I'm just watching the No Speedfest stream. Everyone has seen the card. See everyone start. Some things to keep out here. There's a lot on this card, but there's a lot of things that like chain really well. So the oddball out of everything is Rico 3 hoverless. That's going to be your only hoverless one. We made sure to not include some of the really bad ones. Like there were some cards I found where they had to go out 30, 40 minutes out of their way just to complete it. That's not going to be the case here. Some things that chain really well, there's 4 boss shines and 5 unique bosses. So how those work is bosses are just the like PD, Blooper, Wiggler, and then they have to do 5 different uniques, so you can't like double up on Blooper. So those chain really well together. That's something that they're going to be planning out right now in their separate calls. Geno and Juan versus Toburr and Splash. They're going to be planning out, okay, who's going to take what goal? I'll take these goals, plan it out. There's other ones that line up really well. So I said Rico 3 hoverless. There's also 6 shines in Rico. That pairs up with Rico 3 really well. There is a lot of blues here. That's something you're going to see. Someone is going to be a blues person, and someone is going to be the boss shines, get a bunch of levels, get 25 shines person. Another thing that is usually super long is 3 100 coin shines. So you see that in column 4, row 3. Normally, if that's by itself, that's like a solid 15 to 20 minutes of getting shines. Fortunately for the runners, this is paired with 100 coins in Pianta, 150 coins in Delfino Plaza, and 100 coins in Gelato. So they're going to get that, but it could be one deal where someone takes the Gelato 100 coin, because this is Lockout, remember. So if Geno takes something, Toburr can't take it. And that's just like the start of all of this. I could go on for a lot, but we'll see. The big thing they have to watch out for, and you're going to see, I would bet money here, you're going to see Toburr take Pinna 8 shine. You see that column 2, row 2? That one's probably going to be the longest and the one that is going to be further out, but of course, he can chain it with 3 shines for 4 levels, 5 shines for 3 levels. Blues are going to be super important in there. There's 6 hidden shines, which is the only hidden around. You can pair that with the 6 red coin shines really well. There's also 25 blues from Pinna, so you might see the blues guy go to Pinna here. There's also 1 turbo nozzle unlocked. That's easily done in Gelato, but you can also do it in like Yonko, you can do it in so many other places. And then of course, wide range, 75 blue coins for the blues guy. Also, they have to turn in, or they're going to want to turn in their Delfino, their blues in Delfino for 15 shines from Delfino. So whoever's the blues guy is going to be doing some Delfino shines as well. They're almost done with Airstrip, which is pretty much a 323 auto-scroller, depending on syncing and stuff. As you can see, it looks like Geno's is the furthest ahead right now, but everyone is really close. Really trivial how Airstrip goes. 5 or 6 seconds. Might cost them, but I highly doubt it. There's many other things in this run that can go wrong, and probably will go wrong. So, now they're going to go into the cutscenes. Something that is new to the SMS community is they have a hacked file now for their any % runs, and probably for other runs as well, to where it skips these cutscenes, but you add the time that the skipping the cutscenes take in the after it all. So it allows streamers to not have to sit through 10 minutes of cutscenes every reset.
Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath the veil of darkness.
I'm just looking at some of the other things. I think I've pointed out pretty much everything they will need to figure out here. 15. There's actually a couple new goals here. So 15 blue coins from IMS is something that was recently added, I believe. They updated the SMS board, bingo board about a week ago. So that's something that's new that's been coming up. So whoever's doing the fit blues might also want to do Rico, but also that's a lot on their plate. Rico, Pianta, and Pinna are all really good for getting M's. And Gelato has some, but none of the runners like Gelato as much as I do. So now we're going through the court case where we realize that this is not the United States. And Mario is going to clean up the island, I guess, which is okay because we're going to ignore that most of the time. We're too busy trying to get bingo spaces.
Verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem.
Okay. I guess if the host, I think it's Alexis, go around. If you have a donation to read off, this is actually a really good time.
Nope. I can play something else though. Let's see what we
Go
got.
for it. I can take a drink.
Up next we have Bionicle Tales of the Tohunga. That's a crazy run, by the way. It doesn't sound like something you want to see. No, you want to see it, trust me. And after that is Kirby Star Allies, and after that we start our horror block with Resident Evil 7. And that has a bid war. That is our next incentive coming up, is the bid war for that run.
Thanks, Helix. They're almost done with this cutscene here. You can see why the SMS community wanted to try and find some hacked file to where the cutscenes go away. I mean, it keeps this, it's good for bingos, because this is where all the runners are planning. Okay, so Geno's about ready to come out. Toburr and Juan are right behind him, and then Splash is right behind them. So we might see, I'm going to say Splash and maybe Juan. Those are the two that normally take the blues. They might go for a Delfino Shine here. All four of them probably are going to try and go into Bianco. So Geno is looking to go to Pianta, while Juan is going to be going into Bianco, and Toburr, so the opposite two I said, Toburr is going to be going for the beach sign, so he's going to be probably your blues guy in the long run. Meanwhile, Geno is going into Pianta, which is smart. No one else is going in there, and Juan and Splash are handling the Bianco stuff. So this is really good. This is why it's really good for Geno here. He's the only one going to Pianta. His Pianta stuff he's going to be watching out for is the 100 coin, which would be really nice to get. And if he can finish some things up, he can get some 15. He can get some M's in here really, really well. And he, yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe start some of the links. It's gonna be your best choices. Meanwhile, looks like Juan and Splash are defeating Shadow Mario. Toburr is getting open up Bianca. Yeah, and that's exactly what Geno is doing. He's getting 100s. This is normally something that Splash would go for. Splash has been really known to just like sneak out anything Pianta related, but not the case here. And something to keep in mind, and it'll come up later. I'm going to bet you this is something Geno's going for, or whoever the hidden guy is. There's at the very bottom left, we have one hidden in Serena. Unless it's the Pinna guy that is going to go for this, they have to do something called Serena Clip, which is using a banana and clipping into the pipe. We know all about this, Geno and Toburr, because we had to do it 7 times in a row. And they'll have to do it 3 times. So Geno's right now trying to get all the 100 coins. Juan having some issues compared to Splash. Maybe he got some blues in the process. Also Toburr getting hit as well. That could be what was Juan's problem. But Splash is going to be the first one going into Bianco here. He's going to be probably unique bosses, I would say. Bosses is definitely something he's going to want to get. And we'll see how well this goes. He's actually going off... I'm interested to see, maybe blues is what he's looking. Yeah, he's trying to get some blues here. So that's what Splash's plan is, to go grab some blues here at Bianco, some of the M's, which is a really smart idea, and that's exactly what Juan is doing as well. So you'll see Juan is doing some different ways to, and it's going to be a little bit quicker, I think. Hey G-Land and Epic, thanks for popping in. Things have been going well. For the first time in a long while, Geno's not going to get sniped off the bat. He's the only one, and he... Interesting. Oh, can get this ground pound. He's really close. If he can get this ground, there he goes. He just needs 6 more, which is right up here on the nose. And Geno's going to be the first person to get a space, I believe. Also, Toburr unlocking Rico, so we know that he's going to be the Rico guy. And they're doing blues right now. And yeah, Geno going to be the first on the board, grabbing the 100 pin, or the 100 coin and Pianta. I'm trying to see why everyone's doing blues, but I think it's just for the ends. And probably links. So, as I kind of expected, Juan and Splash are the blues people here. Geno and Toburr, who are the more, like, normal Sunshine runners, are doing some of the other things. I'm seeing what... So, yeah, Geno is going to get the beach sign here. And Toburr is right now in Rico. I didn't exactly see if he did... there's no way he did Bianco. Also, something happened to Splash. Oh, so he's not doing bosses. That's what it is. Okay. So Splash just got the blue coins left. Juan is actually going to do the boss here for Pianta. Or not Pianta. Bianco. So it looks like the boss's battle is going to be Toburr versus Juan. And we're seeing what Geno's doing here. It looks like he's getting some Delfino shines. Probably trying to rush to Pinna, is my bet, or rush to Gelato. And that actually rushing to Gelato is a really smart play for Geno because he already has one 100 coin shine. So if you can get the 100 coin shine from Gelato, and then he's going to do the 150 from Delfino, that's 4 spaces that are really, really well linked up together. So that's really smart on Geno's end. I assume he's planning that. That's a Geno thing to do, is grab the 100 coins. Meanwhile, it looks like Splash is still trying to get M's. And maybe he's trying to get all the M's at once. He has, I think, 10. Maybe, I think he got some links as well, though, so Splash going for links and M's. Juan's kind of taking a roundabout approach, getting some bosses as well. And yeah, Toburr's definitely going to be the one doing Rico. He's definitely going to get those 2 in Rico, which would be Rico 3 hoverless and 6 shines in Rico. And if he does go for the hidden, I could see him doing that, or he could also continue for the red coin shine. His kind of philosophy on red coins is just, it happens. So we'll see if he actively pursues it in a marathon setting, because normally he doesn't. Meanwhile, now Geno opening up Bianco. I don't think he absolutely has to go in. That Juan is handling some bosses. Because I think the play for Geno is just to run Gelato. Run to Gelato. And there... Was that a clip? Yeah, that was a clip. No, I think that was Chuckster. So that's where Splash is. Juan getting some more M's. So we'll see what is... Splash is going into Gelato. This could be a really ballsy play. Oh no, he's going for a beach shine. I thought he was going to jump into Gelato and try and take the hundreds from Geno. What's the idea behind this bingo? So the goal is they have 25 goals out here that anywhere from collect this amount of shines to collect this amount of blue coins to do this level without using your hover nozzle. And this is a 2v2, so Geno and Juan are on the same team, and Splash and Toburr are on the same team. And it's Lockout, so that 100 coin shine that Geno has, Toburr or Splash can't get. So a lot of sniping is involved. As you can see, Geno's going to be doing this chili pepper clip, as it looks like Splash is opening up Rico. And it looks like Juan is still getting some M's, and he's also opening up Rico. It looks like Geno's having some problems with this clip. There, he just got it as I said it. Yeah, that clip's a little strange. I've found that using a nut might be a little easier, or a coconut, but that's up to me. Also, It is a really good game. Speaking of Rico 3 hoverless, that's exactly what Toburr's doing right now. It's not a fun shine to do, but if anyone can do it, it's Toburr. Geno also is normally the one to do it. And now with this rocket nozzle, it's going to be easy. And yeah, that's the easy play there. And the first for first for Splash and Toburr is going to be Rico 3 hoverless. Well, it would be Rico 3 hoverless. He didn't mark it off there, he did. I thought he was going to bait them, so something that Toburr does a lot is bait the other opponent out of the shines that he's getting. But now everyone knows he's in Rico. But so pretty much is everyone else in Rico at this point, besides Geno. I don't know if it's Geno's play to actually... Yeah, it's not Geno's play. I thought so. If I was Geno, I would have put Rico there, knowing that everyone else was in Rico. It looks like Toburr's going to be doing a blooperless entry here for Rico 2 hidden. I'm gonna say. He's actually going for some enemy blues. So that's something to watch out for from Toburr. He's going from 5 blue coins from enemies, so that's going to be these spiders. There's a blooper in Rico 4, I believe. Maybe it's Rico 7. Some Rico stage. I mean, with Toburr doing all the Rico stuff, it makes sense. So if I'm Juan here, by the way, I'm not trying to complete Rico. I'm just trying to get my blue coins and get out, which is your links and your M's. But you have to also compete against Splash, who's doing the exact same thing as you. And here's Geno going into Gelato as I suggested, or I expected. Both. Yeah, once a team gets 13 spaces, it's over. Lots of snipes can happen. So I believe Geno... Oh, and that was a very bad misclick on Juan's end. That's going to cost him a long while. Oh, and he's getting pushed down too. I mean, now he's under, but this is going to be another... There we go. That was a lot of time, and it looks like Geno's going to try and get the first Gelato Shine done so that he gets to Gelato 2, which is where you do your 100 coin shine, normally. Meanwhile, Toburr going into Rico 4, which has a case to kind of like screw people over. It's one of those secrets that's just not very nice. And meanwhile, Splash and there, it looks like, yeah. So Juan's going to pick up the 15th coin for the M, just barely a little bit before Splash, because I bet you that was Splash's 15th too. So there's kind of your first snipe. It was about 6 or 7 seconds apart, I would say. Yeah, and you're going to see Splash exit out. I'll be interested to see how Juan handles Rico here. So there's your first snipe of the match. Juan sniping Splash. Yeah, left side's orange. Right side is blue, even though it's purple. They tell me it's purple, but it's blue to me, who's colorblind. I want to say, yeah, it looks like Toburr accidentally died, so that's, I believe, $10. He said he would donate $10 for every death that he had. Orange versus not orange. Hey, as a colorblind person, that makes sense. And there he gets it there. Yep, and Geno's in Gelato 2, which is probably the not a fun... Well, it's like the second worst shine in Gelato. And you're going to see Geno probably trying to get all these 100 coins. No, he's actually going for it? I wonder... I'm trying to figure out where he's getting his 100 coin shine. He's not doing it here. Yeah, he's not doing his 100 coin shine. I'm intrigued. Meanwhile, Juan's getting more blue coins. And Splash is doing box game. Toburr is unlocking Gelato at this point. And Geno's having some time with some cat quacks. Some quack quackers. So we could see, that would be such a ballsy play from Toburr to try and steal the 100 coin shine away from Geno at this point. But I mean, it's a play. You can do it. As I said, I'm surprised Geno didn't go for the 100 coin shine here on 2. Unless he's just trying to do 2 and do the 100 coin shine lap 3rd. Also, I want to point out... Honk. I want to point out that Toburr did not finish 6 shines from Rico. So that's some mind games on Toburr's end. He could have finished 6 shines from Rico. He only has 2 left. But so that's this is probably a play. This is a smart play from Toburr. It could backfire if Juan just like for some reason does all of Rico, which is possible. If Toburr's going for this 100 coin shine, he has to do it in 2. No, he's not. Oh no, he's doing. Oh yeah, he's doing blue coins from enemies. That makes sense. And there, Geno's done with there. And there's the 5 blue coins from enemies coming from Toburr. So Splash has yet to do anything. Of course, Splash got sniped from the 15 M's. And Toburr right now finishing up Gelato 1, and Geno needs to go back in. And at this point, if you're Geno, you know where Toburr got that last enemy. Because it would be 4 in Rico, and it would be 1 in Gelato. And so Geno's going... Oh, is he doing... This is an interesting play. Okay. Geno is going to do his 100 coins here in 3. That's not what I would have suggested, but I mean, I think he has to at this point. That or exit out and... just like do it again. And yeah, so Toburr's not going to try and snipe Geno here. I mean, that's a smart play because he doesn't know that Geno's already working on the 100 coin shine. And Toburr's going to jump back into Bianco. Do probably Bianco 2 and start hitting up some bosses because Toburr's the closest on the boss side. As Juan is done with Rico 2, and Splash is doing more Delfino shines. So everyone's in a different spot right now. Right now, so 23. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh. There. Poor Geno, almost. If those despawned, that would have been kind of an RIP. But, yeah, Geno should be able to do it here. Toburr going to handle PD, which is what Splash and Toburr already did. Splash and Juan already did. Shoot them or something. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it's up and down, up and down. But it works out really well. And meanwhile, Geno continuing with his 100 coin shine. Getting it in 3 is an interesting choice beyond my suggestion. But Geno definitely knows what he's doing here. He's doing a really good job. I mean, it is left versus right, so... And Geno currently at 70, so he should be able to get this pretty easy. If he gets 90, there's a little jump that he's actually probably going to do here to get a bunch. So Geno's almost done with this. Toburr finishing up Bianco. Juan's now going to Gelato, so he did not finish up Rico. Let's see what Toburr does. Toburr's going back in Rico, so Toburr's going to finish up Rico at this point, which is the smart play. Because as far as he knows, Juan's still in Rico. And speaking of Juan, he is getting his links, which is really smart right now. And Geno, as long as he doesn't run out of water, which I've done before at this stage, at this point. Let's see what Toburr does here. He's grabbing some coins. Is this Bianco? Yep, this is Bianco 5. So this would be Toburr's 3rd boss and 2nd unique. And yeah, so Geno only has 14 more coins to get. He should be able to get them really fast. And speaking of fast, Splash is going to be our first person going to Pinna, which is a very ballsy play. I mean, it works really well. He's by himself. And yeah, Geno just needs 7 more coins. He can get them... up top there. Yeah, it's a little awkward of a jump, but he could do it. He also could just... As long as he falls... Oh, and he missed it. He got the blue, and he got... Yeah, he got the blue, but that kind of stinks. Meanwhile, more blues coming from... Because, yeah, so you're going to see also a hitting coming from Juan. You're going to see Splash, because he needs to get 20 blues in Pinna. If I'm not mistaken, 25 blues from Pinna, even worse. Also, Toburr's now getting into Pinna. You could see, I could see this. I could see Splash trying to get the blues here, and Toburr go in for Pinna 8. Also, speaking of which, that's exactly, we have the 3rd number for Geno's team, Geno and Juan, as Geno's going to finish up the 100 coin shine in Gelato. So that pretty much makes it to where, as long as Geno handles 150 from Delfino, they got this in the bag. Which is probably... No, he's going to continue into Gelato here. Meanwhile, both Toburr and Splash are in Pinna. And... Oh, okay, Juan. Juan's going into Pianta. If he can get his movement down. Splash handling some links. This is a smart play from Juan. He can grab a link real fast here. And it looks like Geno's finishing up Wiggler. Which is smart if he's going for bosses. And speaking of bosses, Toburr's going into his 3rd boss, his 4th boss. So this will be his 4th boss shine, but only his 3rd unique. So Toburr's gonna put it 3-3 here once this Mecha Bowser fight's done. Because this is Geno's first boss, I believe. Is this Wiggler? Meanwhile, Splash is doing... Splash is in Pinna. Juan is in Pianta, I assume, getting blue. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that seems accurate. And some good RNG on Geno's end. Wiggler likes him. Wiggler doesn't like me. So, Toburr getting the shine. It's going to be the 4th boss shine here from Toburr, I believe. Yep, I'm right. 4th boss shine from Toburr. 3rd unique only. And it's tied up 3-3. We're a hot half hour in. Which sounds like, oh, they have a lot to go. Really, they don't. They're close on a lot of things. Besides Reds. No one is close on Reds at this point. Besides actually Splash. Splash will probably be the closest, but I don't think he's going for it because he's trying to get all the blues. Yep, and you're going to see Juan here getting more links. Let's see what Geno does here. If he's going to do Sandbird, he's doing... Holy crap. Is he actually doing Sandbird? There's no way he's doing Sandbird. What is he doing? Oh, he's getting the turbo nozzle unlocked. Look at Geno go. Turbo nozzle unlocked for Geno to put it back up 4-3. And speaking of reds, like I was talking, and hiddens, that's where Toburr's in right now. He's doing Rico 4 hidden. And also allows him to get some reds. And then, as I kind of said earlier, Geno is starting to do the 150 coins in Bianco. And what you're going to see him do is collect like 80 or something. Here. And then he's going to go collect the other 80, get the 150 coins, get the Delfino Shine. Call it good. Meanwhile, Toburr having some issues with their... Got it. Everyone's doing their own thing, which is good for the runners, because they're not going to snipe anyone. It's bad for us, because it's not as fun, but that's okay. So, as I said, that Toburr got his 6th shine in Rico, which was that hidden reds. And it's back up 4-4. So, Geno's in line to pick up 2 right here. Juan is in line to pick up 8 links. Toburr's still at Rico. He's getting more reds. So Toburr's going to be the reds guy. That might be something, because it's 5 red coins and 6 red coins, that might be something that Geno and Juan just don't deal with. Both of them are going Pinna. So we're going to have 3 out of 4 people in Pinna. Besides Toburr, who's in Rico. He's picking up reds. Oh no, I'm dumb. Geno's still doing Delfino. But Juan going into Pinna here. It looks like what Splash is waiting on is this Bluebird. Will the Bluebird drop? Will the Bluebird drop? Yes, it did. And I believe only 4 more blue coins, it looks like. Nope, it looks like he's good. He's going to exit area and start. That's an awkward entrance. Yeah, that's what I thought. That really sucks for Splash. He's just going to have to jump back in. Or is he done? He's done. Okay. That's an interesting play. That's a really interesting play. I don't know how smart that is. 25 blues from Pinna. He collected like 21, and now he's going to do something else. I'm wondering what he's going to do. He's going into Pianta? He's going into Pianta. Okay. This is strange. Normally, unless he didn't want to continue to get all the blues in Pinna, which is honestly a good shot. Yeah, so here's a play. We'll see how he does this. Here, the Splash's plan isn't like a bad plan at all. He got like 21 out of 25, and the 4 that he's missing is in Pinna too. So he's probably going to rush. Yep, for 45 blues. Nope, that was Juan. Juan grabbed 45 blues, and I'm sure that's what Splash was going for. I would need to see Splash's blues total here. But I'm going to bet that it's really close. And meanwhile, Juan is finishing up links. Is Splash going? Yeah, Splash has to go back into Pinna at this point. I think he was trying to steal 45 real fast, and it didn't work out in his favor. Meanwhile, was that Bianco 3 from Toburr? That was Bianco 3, so Toburr is picking up more hiddens and more reds. Geno is doing box game because he has 73 coins. So the good thing for Splash is he only needs the Pinna 2 blues. The bad thing for Splash is Juan's there as well, but Juan seems to be having some problems. So this could be really, yeah, this is probably going to be really good for... As long as he gets this exit, that was much better. writes it there. Yep. Okay, so Splash is in place as long as he gets good RNG and Pinna 2 to get. He's in a good place to pick up the 25 from Pinna. Meanwhile, Juan is in a really good place to get 8 linked blues, which would give them a 6-4 lead, which would turn into an 8-4 lead once Geno finishes this 100 coin shine. And there's the 8 linked blues, as I was just mentioning it. 7 blue coins from enemies. Something that Juan might go for just because, but we know that Toburr's already gotten 5. But Toburr kind of left it out. Meanwhile, Geno is continuing to collect coins. He's up to 90 out of 150. What he could do as well, which is a play here, is get the 100, grab the shine. If he's like super worried about someone doing it, I don't think he is, because he knows that Splash is probably in Pinna. He doesn't know where Toburr is. Toburr is finishing up reds and hiddens and beyond though. And there's the 100 coin shine from Geno. Meanwhile, Juan is collecting blues and Pinna. And Splash is handling this Mecha Bowser fight. More reds for Toburr. Let's see what Juan. Is he going to get it? Hey, that's exactly what I was kind of thinking he would do. Is Geno's going to go grab this 100 coin shine, just so that they can't get it. And there's the 3 100 coin shines from Geno. So that's going to extend their lead to 7-4 in favor of Geno and Juan. Remember, this could easily be 6-5, because if we remember right, Splash did get sniped. Also, Splash did not get the cutscene exit, so he's going to have to watch this cutscene. That's really creepy. Fortunately, Toburr's been doing a really good job here, grabbing some more red coins. Now this could... I'm trying to think. This might be Toburr's... There's no way this is Toburr's 5th. Could be his 4th, because he's done what? He's done Rico 4, he's done Rico 6. He could have done he's done Bianco, he could do, no, he needs to do Bianco 3 hidden, he just did Bianco 4. Geno is getting his 150 coins. That's pretty easy here. We'll see what is he going to do here. Toburr's going into Gelato, so he's just grabbing hiddens here. Hiddens and reds is what Toburr's going for at this point. And meanwhile, I mean, if Juan can get these last 4 blues really quickly, this could be really close on the bottom for... Oh, and he just missed it. That's going to stink. As I was about ready to say, this could be really close on the bottom side for 25 blues. I think Splash has this, unless Pinnacle 2 goes really, really badly for him. Meanwhile, Toburr is just, going for the hidden here, grabbing a hidden and a red at the same time. Smart play. Geno's about ready to get his 150th coin. Splash in the Pinko Stick choking. Yeah, I mean, you're close to getting it, but Splash is, of course, yet to get a single goal. We are 35 minutes in. We are 38 minutes in. Toburr. This could be Toburr's 5th and 6th hidden, but I don't think that's the case. They're getting the shine, and it looks like Juan is now going to start the fight. So it's going to depend on how good Splash's Pinna 2 is. And all he needs to do is get 4, and they're the 150 coins from Geno. Just 2 deep breaths. Juan giving some encouragement to Splash. Because we gotta remember at the end of this, all these guys are friends. It's not like it's 2 people, like 2 teams of people that don't like each other. These guys, I mean, they were playing bingo for like 4 hours last night. On top of me, Geno, and Toburr doing a 2.5 hour speedrun. So Toburr getting, I believe that was his red coin. Is that what I saw there? Yep, that's his 5th red coin. And now he's going to go into... Yeah, he wants to go into 1, so he's going to grab his hidden. Geno going into his own shine, which is going to be Serena. Okay, so you probably just saw him do the clip there that I completely missed. It's a pretty cool clip, not gonna lie. Would this be Geno's? No, it would be his second unique. So he could rush uniques, but I think he's just going for that hidden. That's probably the way to go, which would really screw over Toburr. Unless this is Toburr's 6th hidden, which I don't think it is, because it would be 2, it'd be 4, it'd be 5. This would be his 5th hidden at best. And Manta on Geno's end. This is not a fun boss fight. A lot of spam spraying. It's a good thing that you don't get to hear Geno's controller right now, because it would be a lot of clicking the R button. Meanwhile, on the bottom screen, you're getting to see the joys of Pinatu, which is called, please bullet build, please follow me, and don't just randomly crash. We'll see how close. That could have been it for Splash. I think it was. No, it wasn't. So he still needs a couple more blue points. And meanwhile, Juan, similarly, just needs a couple more blue points, I bet. Except that bullet bill just ran into a tree, but that one did it. Splash needs 4 more. That's it. I don't know. Juan is doing a... Yep, Splash 25 from Pinna. So Splash finally has something on the board. They're set up 6 to 8. And we're going to see here what... I'm interested to see what Juan does here. So Splash is going to leave after he gets it. Honestly, for the blue coin routing, it might be wise for Juan just to... Is he just going to... Yeah, he's going to continue. Except he just... Nope, and he exits. Okay. And speaking of Pinna, that's Pinna 2 is where Toburr is, so he's definitely going for the Pinna 8 shine. I think that's something that Juan and Geno will just let him be with. Keep him occupied there. I got Ping Ping. Don't know who it's from. Okay. Yeah, that. Everyone going into things. Splash is going into Pianta. Meanwhile, is Geno's still going for the hidden. So that's, yeah, what Geno's plan is, to go for this hidden. Steal the space from Toburr, which I'm surprised he's not doing, but he's going Pinna 8. Which could be a play. I mean, he's going to get the 6 red coins here. Because this is a red coin shine he's coming up to. This is Pinna 3 that Toburr's in. Meanwhile, Splash is continuing up his blue coin count. With some style. Interesting, Juan went into... Okay, so Juan's in Rico. Doing some blue coin enemies? That kind of is what it looks like. Yeah, that's what it is. He's doing some enemy blue coins here. Which, if he can snipe it from Toburr, would be interesting, because Toburr only needs 2 more, but he kind of just dropped it. But Toburr right now trying to finish up the red coin here. And Geno is in Serena 2, which has been notorious for just like screwing people over recently. So we'll see if it screws over Geno. Meanwhile, Juan's just probably... I mean, so if you're thinking about this, they need 75 blues, so it makes... And they don't have a whole lot of blues, besides like the 15 M's, and Toburr just got his 6th red coin shine, which is fair. I don't think Geno... Oh, and Toburr just got 3 shines for 4 levels. I don't think Geno or Juan was worried about that. Also, they are all tied up. 8 to 8. People just need 5 more to win here. So what is it going to be for people? Well, Toburr could grab... Well, this is where it gets tricky. I'm going to focus on Toburr here. Toburr's goal might be Serena here. Grab another unique, but then he needs to go to Gelato. Where that's only his 4th unique, too. It kind of looks like he's going... Where's he going? He's going to Bianco. I'm trying to see what he's going to do here. He's getting blues? Oh, 5 from 3 levels. That's what he's doing. Yeah, he's going to do 5 from 3 levels here. And get that out of the way. Because that would be... Bianco. Pinna Gelato. Something like that. No, Rico. Rico, Pinna, Bianco. That makes sense. If he did it that way. Geno, on the other hand, is going to steal 1 hidden from Serena. And then he's going to want to maybe try and steal 5 unique bosses, but that would be really hard. Toburr has 5 from 3 in the bag, and probably 6 hiddens. Pinna 8 is still 100% up for grabs, and it would not surprise me if that's the last thing we see from people. That or 25 shines. I don't know what Toburr did there. I don't know what he did there. I'm really confused. Oh, he got 7 blue coins for enemies. Okay, that makes sense. So Toburr and Splash now take the lead, but Toburr's going to grab his 6th hidden. Now we know what's happening. Meanwhile, Geno grabbing the hidden from Serena, steal it from Toburr. If Toburr did, I assume Toburr would have been the one to go for it. Splash. Going to Bianco. Splash is going to Bianco. Ooh! And Toburr dies in Rico 2 hidden. That's a real pain. No. You didn't die in Rico 2 hidden. He died before Rico 2 hidden. Oh, that really stinks. He died before getting into the secret. That's gonna hurt, but... I mean, he's still gonna grab his 6th hidden. Because I don't see a way that Geno has 5 right now. Because this would be a hidden as well. Let's see. So Juan, as the blues guy, is going to go grab some Delfino shines, which makes sense. What's the play? I didn't talk about Splash and Juan. Splash is grabbing some blues from Bianco. Just some more blues to try and add to his total. Now Toburr's in Rico 2. Geno getting the 1 hidden in Serena. If you're Geno here, do you just like run? No. You have 3 bosses to do if you wanted to do 5 unique bosses. He has Mecha Bowser, he has Blooper, and he has Petey left to do. Unless he's already done Petey, but I don't think so. I think all he has is Wiggler and Manta. Toburr still needs to do Manta. That's his only missing thing. I think that's exactly what Geno's doing. He's going to go into Rico here. Juan's doing some Delfino shines. And it's 9-9. Flat, flat. They need 4 left. So Juan's handling 15 shines from Delfino. Toburr's handling 5 from 3 levels. Pretty easy to note that. Toburr's also handling 6 hidden shines and 5 unique bosses. So that's 3 that Toburr can grab. 25 shines is still up in the air. That might be something Juan's going for. And right now, Geno is trying to steal 5 unique bosses from Toburr. Speaking about plays, Toburr just went into Noki. First time we get to see Noki here, probably the only time we'll see Noki. I'm interested to see what Toburr's trying to do here. Is he just trying to get it? Oh, he's getting his 6th hidden. So there's a gold bird over here. And that's exactly what Toburr's doing. He's getting his 6th hidden. So that should feel good for Geno, because he knows that he's not going Manta. And meanwhile, Splash is trying to stock up on blues. Yep, Toburr grabbing his 6th hidden. That puts Toburr and Juan ahead, or Toburr and Splash ahead over Juan and Geno. Five from 3 is still on the board. I think Toburr will get that. But I don't, we'll find out. Let's see what Toburr does. I assume straight to Serena. And the answer is no, he's going for pin at A. Where's he going? Box game? He's going box game, okay. Speaking about Pinna, that's where Geno's going right now. Gonna grab his 4th unique boss. So Geno needs to do 2 bosses. Juan's right now getting some Delfino Shines. Stealing that from maybe Toburr, but not really. Toburr's also going to be the first person to hit 25 shines. Splash is getting blues. Ooh, Juan's doing an interesting play to grab some blues here. Geno is getting some bosses. Well, yeah. Toburr's just trying to get his 25th shine. Which would be really useful, mind you. Here's a question for Toburr, though. Do you grab your 25th shine, or do you try and make Serena your 25th shine? That would really screw over Geno at this point. But we'll see. He's going Bianco for his 25th shine. I'm trying to think what this might be. He's just doing Bianco 1 for the 25th, so he's just trying to do a quick shine. Geno may have this. Geno still has to do PD. But Geno might be able to take the 5 uniques. Juan, pretty much in the bag, has 15, as long as he doesn't screw something too terribly up at this point. Meanwhile, Splash is grabbing blues. But yeah, 25 is definitely going to Toburr here. Which is good, because that's going to give him a nice lead. How many? Yeah, Geno only has 16. I think Juan doesn't have enough either. I think Juan did, yeah, Juan, I don't think Juan even has 20. So Toburr's going to grab it. That's going to give him a nice 11-9 lead. And yeah, that's the 20th for Juan there. Yep, and so it's going to be who can do... I think Geno might steal this. This is a play. This is a play. Because I'm going to assume Toburr's going to go grab a banana here. He's not. He's going to grab blue. What is he doing? Did he never do Wiggler? I think that's the case. He never did Wiggler. So he has 2 bosses. So yeah, Geno has unique bosses in the bag. That's a heck of a job by Geno. This is the 100 coin guy.
Can I throw in a donation quick?
Go right ahead.
$10 from Falcarace. Spyro is a childhood favorite of mine. He still is a favorite, but he was too. Let's get that bonus run in. And that is referring to... 1 second, I need to find it. I had it up. The Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Spyro 1 bonus any percent run. That goal has been met. Thank you, Talcarace.
Thank you for the donation. While the donation was happening, Splash picked up 75 blue coins from Juan. Juan's been working on some Delfino Shines though, so I don't know if Juan ever planned on getting that. Maybe as like a backup, but Juan's doing more Delfino. Oh, it looks like, I mean, okay. Splash and Toburr need 1 more. I think unless... I'm trying to think here. Then they're... Splash turned in his coins. I'm trying to... Oh, I hope Juan gets this. He's not in a good spot. Juan is not in a good spot right now. Juan picked up 15 from Delfino. Geno's going to get 5 uniques once he finishes here. So this is going to... Well, I'd say this is going to be close, but Toburr is so... Toburr is like 2 shines away from 5 and 3. And there's the 5 uniques. How do you... If you're Geno and... I don't think you do this. I think Toburr has this in the bag for his team. And yeah, if you're... As you can see here, Splash is going for pin at 8. That's exactly what Juan's going to do. They're both going pin at 8. I mean, that's the play. If you're Geno, you have to try and snipe. Is he going to do it in Gelato? Yeah. If you're Geno, you have to try and snipe 5 from 3. I don't think it's possible, but it might be. I don't remember Geno's progress well enough. I know that Toburr has done a bunch. He's done Rico. He's done Gelato, and he has a good chunk in Penna. He's in it right now. Meanwhile, the other 2 are racing for pin at 8, which is smart. So it's going to come down. Yeah, doing the hidden here. It's going to come down to if Geno can snipe Toburr 5 from 3. And if that's the case, then it's going to be Juan versus Splash and Pinna, which would be really cool. I think Toburr just has this in the bag. Which, pretty good for what all happened to Splash this run. And Toburr's had 2 deaths. Toburr just, as normal, just did a really good job in his routing. So we'll see here. This is going to be the 5th. This is going to be the 5th for Toburr. Geno has to run. Yeah, Geno's running into Pianta. And I think this is the last thing for Toburr, and if he does this, we're seeing a sub-hour lockout bingo. Which would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's game. Unless for some reason this isn't Toburr's last shine. But even then, Geno has such a far ways to catch up. And it's not anything fault on Geno's end. Toburr was the only one to do Rico as far as he did. So he had Rico in the belt, or in the bag. Rico, whatever you want to say. Meanwhile, the other 2 on the bottom, Juan and Splash, are just racing to get to pin 8, do the pin at 8 shine as a backup, but I think everyone at this point knows. Yep, there it is. That's 5 from 3, and Toburr and Splash are going to pick up the win here. Sub-hour. I'd say that's technically time. I mean, we're pretty far ahead of schedule. But Toburr and Splash, taking it 13-11. Toburr with such an amazing run. And it's nothing to say anything about Geno and Juan. They did a really good job as well. And Juan even picked up one of the good snipes in the run. And now we're going to join everyone together. And I believe it's Geno's audio where we go here. you know. It should be good. We'll see if Rocket says otherwise. But yeah, that was. I was saying that everyone would start sniping everyone, and yeah. Yep, audio's on.
Well, at least the card was close. That was the main thing we were concerned about.
Yeah. And you guys finished it really fast.
Did 58 minutes?
Yep, 58 minutes, 37 seconds. It was probably like 30-ish seconds, but Toburr finished up. I was surprised.
You sniped me to 5 enemies? I mean, I guess
that was the
I was...
goal.
I mean, it wasn't that close to the snipe. I think I needed like another minute or two.
Yeah, I had a feeling between M's and enemies, I could pick off one of those. And after last night, I didn't want to try M's again.
Smart. Yeah, and then you didn't click 7, so I was like, okay, I have 5. I'll just go into Bianco, get the last 2 that I need. And I think as I finished Bianco 3 hidden, or Bianco 3 secret, we got 7. I was like, oh, great.
Yeah, I also left Pianta mid-coin collecting because I got an unexpected interruption at my door that caused me to panic and exit area.
How far were you guys?
Didn't seem to matter.
An 8.
You
I finished pin of 3.
I was at
Yeah.
pin of 3.
I finished pin of 3.
Juan and Splash was like on the bottom racing the pin at 8.
I actually ended
Interesting.
up doing Bianco 2 as my 5th unique. So that
Wow.
was fun.
Yeah.
The 5th you have to do?
I guess I went counterclockwise entirely around Delfino.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess links, getting all the links and going to all the worlds slowed me down. Let Splash get the pin ahead of me.
Yeah, I probably should have ignored links as well. I would have beat you at M's if I did.
So there was some interesting plays, like Toburr exiting Rico halfway through.
Well, we played a couple scrims last night, and I did the full Rico rush both times. And the second time I got very badly burned by it. So I decided to not do the full Rico rush tonight. Or today. Time is hard.
Say Juan was, I forget how far Juan was into Rico. When you
Yeah,
finally
I mean,
went.
yeah, like, and that was also the thing, is I saw Geno had the hundreds in Pianta, I saw Juan had 15 Ms, so I was like, I definitely have a head start in Rico. I think if I get Rico 3 hoverless, I can just, like, discourage them from sinking too much extra effort into Rico, and
Yeah, I
come
was really,
back
I
for
was
the
really
other 3
hoping
later.
Gino was going to take the Pianta 100 bait.
It wasn't really bait. 300 points was kind of my route.
Yeah, 300 coins are kind of good, because I forgot about the Delfino, so you get 4 goals for 300 coin shines. It's not bad.
So, my original plan was not even to go to anywhere far in Rico, just to 3 get the enemies, maybe 4. But I was thinking I could just get 5 in Bianco.
I've also
So I did Bianco too after I got the 4 Ms. So I wasn't hardcore rushing Ms.
I honestly thought I just wasn't going to get anything this card, because that was my biggest fear, is just completely botch this marathon.
Yet you got 2 really good snipes on me, each within a second.
I
Wow.
was very
Or a
upset.
few seconds, I guess.
I have not
I mean-
missed Shine Gate in a month, and today I missed it 3 times.
Really? I got first try, I was just happy about.
I got it
Wait,
second try, I think.
Shine. Oh, I thought you meant like the Shine Gate shine.
Oh,
Not,
no,
like,
no, no.
getting on top of Shine Gate.
Getting on top of Shine Gate.
I
It's like
also
the one
messed up
thing that
Gelato
would work.
100s by not getting the rocket coins for a good 30 seconds. That was fun.
Yeah. Wondering what else.
Oh yeah,
Sniped on.
I did triple
I never
Spiritic
planned
Life.
to do 6 shines from Rico. I didn't even notice it on the card. Even if I do, usually if I'm playing against Toburr, I'm just like, alright, Tobur's got that. And
I tried
always
to
right.
bank on that this time.
I don't think I could have taken it away from you even if I went for it. It would just put me too far behind for other goals. Because Gino was already going to get Turbo from Gelato after he did Wiggler.
Yeah, I thought that Toburr had Wiggler done, like, way further ahead, so I'm like, okay, he's probably going into Serena at some point to go grab his 5th unique, and Gino at that point only had 2 uniques down, and Toburr never went into Serena. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I never went into Serena because Geno got uniques when I only had 3 uniques because I didn't have Wiggler yet.
So,
But Wiggler was also my 5th from 3, so I was like, I'm just gonna, like... Yeah, I was most of the way through Gelato 2 at the time, so I was like, I'm just gonna stay here and get Wiggler, I guess.
so Geno was for the most part uncontested.
But yeah, I don't think
Meanwhile-
Geno was ever.
Wow. And then I had both of you against me. Oh my god. Teamed up. Unfair.
Still did pretty well in spite of that.
Oh yeah, it was. There was a lot of really cool deals. Toburr ended up dying twice. I think you're the only person who ended up dying though, Toburr.
Which is why I specifically promised I would donate per death. However, I expected to die more than twice, so I'm gonna up that to 20 per death.
How many times did I die? I don't think I died. No secrets.
Soft lock to do.
Or I had 1 secret.
Anyone died.
I also died in like the stupidest ways. My second death was was Rico 2 entry. Like not even in the race, just like on the blooper heading to the thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, he died in Rico 2, that sucks. I'm like, oh, he died before getting to Rico 2, that even hurts more.
Yeah.
I didn't die, but missing Pinnace cutscene twice made me die a lot inside.
Damn.
That just hurt. The first one was too early, the second one I just didn't pay attention. So I was looking at the bingo card, panicking.
What's a good soft lock I can do?
You can
It would've-
soft lock and be on a 5.
It would have been a 3-way pinna race.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do if we're
Wow.
still got the game on stream.
I'm trying to
I know
do no
exactly what
soft
I'm gonna
lock.
do.
I think we would have lost to Toburr. Would you have busted out UIG?
I would have busted out UIG. Would it have worked? I don't know. I'm not very good at it.
I can't believe
It would have been up to that then.
I don't really practice those any percent tricks.
You got it first try on your last run.
Yeah, which means I'm probably due to like miss it 5 times in a row.
If there's anything else you want to say, I could let Nick know and they can get going with the next run. But if there's any last comments you all have?
I don't really have anything. If there are any questions that people
No.
have.
No,
yeah,
I didn't want to go to the store.
I have one thing to say. Gelato 2 wore shine.
Okay.
Is it?
It worked pretty well for me today, but it is still the worst shine of the game.
Worst shines? I don't know.
I totally forgot to do the last mirror and I started heading for the shine spawn and I was like, there's no shine there.
Does Pinna 1 cutscenes count as a shine?
Pinna 1 shine.
Sure, Pinna 1's the worst.
Well, that's going to be all for us.
Yep.
Alright, thank you everyone.
Everyone enjoyed.
Thank you.
I'm going to send it back to Newton Helix and we'll continue with some mid-spring speed playing action.
I get it.
For having us.
Ow.